Jay was elected to the Virginia House of Delegates in 2017, representing the 89th district, which includes the city of Norfolk, a fifth-generation Norfolkian and descendant of slaves. Jay's calls to public service was generations in the making. His grandfather was a pioneering civil rights attorney in Norfolk, and both of Jay's parents currently serve as judges in the city of Norfolk. Folks, let me introduce you to candidate for AG, Jay Jones.
Thank you, Mark, for that wonderful introduction. It's good to be here with the Mount Vernon Democrats on this fine Saturday. I commend you guys on such a wonderful Mardi Gras event. I've heard wonderful things about this. I'm so happy to be here with you guys. As a good Catholic boy, I am gearing up myself for the Lenten season, so we're going to have a couple more days of fun before Ash Wednesday. But I want to give a special shout out to my friend Paul Krizek, who represents you guys so well in the House of Delegates, my seatmate between Jeff Bourne. He is one of my closest friends in the legislature. Like Mark said in the introduction, my story is pretty unique. I'm very fortunate. I'm the descendant of slaves on both sides of my family, and I often wonder what my ancestors would think about their descendant having the opportunity to be the first Black attorney general in Virginia's history. My grandfather, Hillary, was a civil rights attorney. He is the light of my life, and the reason why I do a lot of what I do, because I often think about his struggles and how our lives are not all that different from what he was going through in the 50s and 60s and 70s. And we've got a lot of work to do. I got elected back in 2017. We've done some tremendous things over the last few years, but we've got an incredible opportunity here in Virginia in 2021 to really chart a new course. I know every single person on this Zoom tonight is so thrilled that the era of Donald Trump is over, is behind us. We closed that chapter in 2020 in large part because of the work that the folks on this chat did up and down the ballot to get Joe Biden and Democrats back into office so that we could have full control in Washington. Virginia is unique, and that we get to pick up the pen and write this new story as we chart this new course ahead for this new Virginia day.
You can make as many videos as you want, and you never pick up a camera.
And I tell folks, who better to be the face of the state's justice system than someone who looks like what that system has oppressed for the last 400 years. We don't just want to talk about it, we want to be about it. I've been a leading voice in fighting Dominion and Appalachian Power and the energy utility monopolies that we've got here in Virginia, because we want to do right by Virginians, we want to do right by consumers, and that's what the job is all about. And we also want to make sure we're fighting for our labor brothers and sisters, combating worker misclassification and wage theft. That's got to be a priority for us. We can't be the best state for business without a really, really strong workforce, and we owe it to the folks who are going day in and day out to make sure that we have what we need, that we've got their back as well. And so I'll say, as Virginia moves ahead, we are rapidly growing. We are diversifying. This is not the Virginia of 4 years ago, of 8 years ago, of my parents, of my grandparents. We are diverse. We are different. We are growing, and we have a lot of opportunities to highlight, elevate, and prioritize the folks who have lived experiences, who can bring wonderful things to these offices. And I'm excited and hopeful to be a part of that as your next Attorney General. I know that we'll hit the ground running on day one and really move this state on its shared Virginia journey into this next Virginia decade. I'm so proud to have the support of the federal, state, and local officials from all over the Commonwealth, Elaine Luria, Paul Krizek, and so many others as we move ahead. And that's what it's about. It's about looking forward, not back. It's about making progress, not being complacent. And so I ask for your support. If you like what you hear tonight, please go to jjones.com, sign up, join our movement. It's going to be a lot of fun. And thank you guys again for having me tonight.